Hi everybody, Christopher. Today I wanted to talk about something that, I see a lot, and it's about the difficulties people have sometimes with their lives and how it really doesn't need to be that difficult. So many people have tried and tried to create the dreams, make them come true, tried to get the relationship they want, the job they want, the money they want, the home they want, or even the spiritual connection they want, the answers they want. And I'm here to tell you that you can have those things, and it doesn't take what a lot of people try to do. It doesn't take all that effort. And the reason why people make the effort and the effort doesn't pay off is because they've forgotten something. There's a missing link. And that missing link is a bigger part of you. This bigger part of you is sometimes called your higher self, your source energy, your core self, your soul. Toltecs call it your dreamer. And this part of you knows. This part of you has power. The power to create. It has all the answers you would ever need. And this part of you, this bigger part of you, is here right now, all the time. And all you need to do is to tap into it. And when you do, suddenly life begins to flow. It becomes so much easier. It takes so much less effort, allowing you to relax in that abundant flow of love, in that flow where you just know the answers because you're tapped into that bigger part of you that knows. So all the efforting that people do, the stress they put themselves under, trying to make life work, it's really not necessary. It doesn't mean that you won't still work. You will. But you'll work in alignment with something bigger than you that really is you. It's the you that existed before you came into this body, exists right now, here and now, and will continue to exist when you leave this body. It's the you that has your life purpose and also has all the tools you could possibly need to fulfill your life purpose. And it's patiently waiting for you to tap into it. The thing about free will, because you have free will, is that it must be your choice. The bigger part of you gives you free will. And along with that, it gives you the choice. It will not seek you out, you must seek it out, because that is your choice, that is your will. And you must align to it. And when you align to it, it is there, ready to serve you, to help you, to bring your deepest desires into manifestation, to give you your spiritual connection, your internal guidance. It's all there. Love in your life, because it has unlimited love. Unlimited love for you, because you are it and it is you. Now the power of this bigger self, if you were going to put a number to it, you could say it's about 80% of who you are and contains 80% of your power, 80% of your knowingness. Your personality self, the self you have when you come into body, at its fullest potential, maximizes out at about 20%. So 20% of you, which is what most people live in, obviously will not have the power to create and manifest as the full 80% would, or 100% if you put the two together and they're working in alignment. Now you've heard it said that we only use a small portion of our brain, and that's true. Say we use only 5% of our brain. Now that's not a whole lot, but it's even less when you take into account that 5% of your brain is only 20% of the totality of you. So in other words, if you're only using 5% of your 20% potential, and that full potential, that totality of you, is another 80%. If you do the math, it's 5% times 20% times 1 is 1%. You're only using 1% of the totality of you. Now think about that for a minute. If you're only using 1%, what would happen if you were able to use that 100%? In terms of time, you could create in 1 year of your life what would normally take you 100 years in your life. With 1 day, you could create what would normally take 100 days for you to create. How different would your life be if you could create what takes you now 100 years, if you could take that and create the same thing in just 1 year? That's the potential you have when you tap into that bigger part of you. Now I'm going to be doing more videos on this subject because it's a very important subject. You make it so much more difficult than you need to when you don't tap into what's already there. Take advantage of it. How do you tap into your higher self, your source energy, your soul? That's what I'm going to be talking about in some upcoming videos. It's all about alignment. And when you do so, your life will change, because not only will you have that power of the bigger self, but you'll also be living on purpose, in alignment to your life purpose that bigger self holds for you. So stay tuned. You can have it all. I'll see you in the next video.